Orville and Wilbur Wright, America's pioneers in aviation. Two leaders in invention who knew no bounds and took to the sky when everyone said, "You can't." However, few people know of the third Wright brother, Everett, whose ideas would eventually lead to the creation of the modern Transportation Security Administration. 1903, Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Orville and Wilbur Wright are busy preparing for a test flight of their new flying contraption. The world is anxious to see. But as the day approached, it was Everett's doing that would truly change the course of aviation. It's in a workshop next door that Everett Wright was hard at work, devising a machine which could see through people's clothes. It's important to note, this was not for security reasons. Everett was just curious what was in people's pockets. Bound by a promise made to their mother as her dying wish, Orville and Wilbur swore to always include their younger brother Everett in everything they did. And so, they reluctantly agreed to incorporate his project. Anyone who should set foot on one of our flights or come to witness one first has to set foot on one of Everett's machines so he can stare at a gray, detailless outline of their body. Orville Wright. The innovations didn't stop there. For all the attention Orville and Wilbur received in their time, it was Everett who was truly prolific in his own way. "Bring me their belts and their shoes," he once shouted. "Anyone getting on or near a flight is going barefoot with their pants falling down or not at all." The brothers stayed true to the oath they had made to their dying mother, though not without regrets. "I wish Mother hadn't pampered this boy so much. Who knows what type of fantastical inventions we could dream up if we weren't catering to his every whim and fancy." Wilbur Wright. As crowds clamored to see the brothers' incredible new flying machines, Everett could be seen at times in the crowd, letting his dogs sniff those standing around. Once again, the brothers' unbreakable oath led them to allow hundreds of dogs into the airfield to smell people. It was here Everett himself could also be seen giving random searches and demanding that people put their things in bins.
"This,"
he once said,
"was to make sure no one had liquids."
The source of Everett's fear of liquids was unclear. What was clear, however, was that Everett's collection of belts and shoes was growing beyond his ability to manage himself. He needed help. He took out an ad in the local paper. He was building an entire agency.
"Tired?"
it read.
"Little to no patience?"
it continued.
"Sad? Lonely?
It questioned.
Happy to inconvenience others?"
It went on.
"Suspicious of belts and shoes?
It heralded.
Like going through other people's stuff?"
It asked.
"Hate liquids?"
It wondered.
"Bored all the time?"
It concluded. And so, the TSA was born. Unlike the modern TSA, Everett Wright's TSA, or Touch and Stuff Agency, focused not on security, but on simply touching people's things. It's unknown why he had this obsession, but it's a tradition that carries on for every agent today. The Wright brothers' contributions to society shaped how we travel the world. But if Orville and Wilbur Wright could see a mighty A380 take off today, they probably wouldn't believe their eyes. Their brother Everett, on the other hand, would take one look at the long lines and disgruntled employees of today's TSA and think,
"Hey, where'd all my dogs go?"
You might wonder whether we had phones in the 1800s. Even the Wright brothers knew the importance of StudioC content. Visit BYUTV.org or download the BYU TV app for free. And like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Tell us your favorite liquid the TSA made you throw away. My favorite liquid is my smooth, molasses-like voice.